Okay, here's the classic straight pull break. Let's see how his speed is. Uh-oh, looks a little weak. We got him bound up on the 3 and 5. I don't think the... I don't know, it goes. How many matches have you done, Jake, at this tournament? Got to be 6 or
5? This will be the 5th match. We had 3 matches yesterday, and we have 2 matches this morning already.
The folks got to see a real nail biter the last match.
Oh, it was a lot of back and forth between both players. Dennis missed a ball late at 116 when we thought he was going to run out from there, and he allowed Darren to get back in and get the win.
There you go. First blood.
Yeah, what a great shot there first by Francisco.
Now make no mistake, these tables are not easy. They're binding balls up real easy. And to roll one of these balls in from the back rail, very missable.
Oh.
Yeah, chunked that one. Wow. That was... Something felt funny there.
You can see here on his first shot.
Match.
Oh, it was a lot of back and forth between both players. Dennis missed a ball late at 116. John left it out a little bit for him. He was going to run out from there. He comes with a really strong shot.
I noticed he could have played the one ball
and
played it much safer and rolled down for a ball underneath or something, but he went straight into him, just whacked him. That takes a lot of confidence. Guarantee he's terribly disappointed to miss that last ball, rolling that one in. Okay, John's up and running, 1 down. Able to pick that little trio off in the middle of the table there and lightly open one of them up. That 8-14 is, you might get a reward and get a little nice nudge here. Well, I've watched him play so much straight pool. It's crazy. Uh-oh.
That's no good from there.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's... I don't see...
Close to the 8 ball, too.
Can he back cut that 8 in some?
Wow.
If he can't make that 8, he's going to take an intentional foul. Not confident that he can bend that 8 in somehow, which doesn't look workable.
Now, he didn't have to go into the stack there. You know, didn't you think there was a...
I think he felt like it was awfully safe.
Yeah.
You know, that he was going to end up with a shot on the 12 or the 13. But that's, you know, the balls are round. You wouldn't think they have corners, but they managed to duck behind a corner is
Sure.
more than you would like. Yeah, he's going to take a foul and just roll up on the 8. Boy, that's great pool players really need to learn the power of that shot, of being able to take fouls correctly, because the slightest little difference in the balls, moving a quarter of an inch, may allow you to brush one and play safe, or you know, may bait your opponent into playing a bad safety or something. It's just a really powerful tool.
What do you like to do from here?
Take another foul.
Take another foul, yeah.
Yeah. But he's gonna. It's tricky. You know, you needed the mind of a New York straight pool player to really understand what to do, because you want to take a foul, not in a way that's going to leave him an easy safety. So, rolling it one on this side of the ball or that side of the ball is significant because you don't want to waste that bullet you've got by giving them something they can easily play a safe with.
Sure.
This is an interesting little cat and mouse. I wonder who's going to win the little battle here. It's just so much better than, at this level especially, it's just so much better than giving up any kind of a shot. It's going to take one more foul. The theory always is when you're in trouble, you got to at least get your opponent to take 2 fouls with you. If you're going to have to go for some kind of a flyer or some kind of a crazy safety, make sure that your opponent has to take both fouls along with you. So there's John's second foul. And it's very possible that you'll just see a re-rack here. And John will just take the additional 15-point penalty gladly.
No, that's a good point, Jerry, because a lot of players might feel like they have to create something here and want to do it.
We're going to get a re-rack right here. We're going to get a re-rack. Francisco's going to be on 2 fouls. John's going to re-break him and be clear of his fouls. I mean, I don't think anything is nudged into. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't just re-rack him.
It's called the 4 in the corner.
Is there a window there?
This would be a pretty amazing shot here, Jerry. Sitting
I
at 2.
don't like it.
I don't either, especially the way this table's been playing.
Yep, I don't like it. Yep. Well, I guarantee there's one thing going through John's mind right now. That was a mistake. Should have taken the foul.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I mean, from my angle, I don't even know if he was trying to sneak it past that orange ball into the left corner, but he was back cutting it to this right corner.
Sure.
Good grief. Well, there's 3, more than that. There's 4 potential break balls on the table right now. This is going to be interesting to see. Should be able to run these balls and not touch another ball and just play a real bunt pattern. It's a little bit jacked up here. I think he was trying to get a window on that 12 ball, and he just hooked himself just a hair. He doesn't want to be shooting this up table.
No.
This is nice little fortunate bump.
Yeah, it gets a lot easier for him here, Jerry, after that shot. I'm surprised that a lot of players don't use the bottom ball for the break ball sometimes. I feel like a lot less can go wrong
you'll
down
see John do it.
Oh, he does like to do it. Okay.
Oh yeah. What you'll never see him use is a side pocket break.
Yeah.
And that's that is a taste issue or just a preference issue. But there's essentially that 6 is reasonable. Certainly the 5 is great. The 2 is a wonderful key ball. I guess he's just a lot of good things, good ways to get out this rack. There's no particular pattern. So many balls can swing around that 5 nicely.
Just going to slide the cube. Whoa, he went all the way around. Very
Yeah.
surprising.
That's a pretty safe shot. He allows himself to open up and hit the ball and not worry about a skid or any trying to hold his stroke up. It was a pretty safe play.
Makes a good point there, Jerry. I mean, after bunting the balls around so often, I mean, it's got to feel good to let the stroke out once in a while.
Well, that 3 is in an awkward position right now. That ball is the worst one to try to get on the 5. That 3 gets you on that 12 ball, the bottom break shot you were talking about, much easier.
Sure.
But that's not the choice he's making. Oh, that's not the 3. That's a...
Get the 5 and the 1.
Yeah, our monitor. I think I'll just call them solids and stripes from now on.
There you go.
Be a little safer. This is not. He's trying to get underneath that 1 ball. You got to get on above it and swing around to get on the 1, or you got to get under it. The 1 is huge right here. Huge meaning it's easy to hook yourself here.
Up here with a little inside English.
Yep, coming across. Good choice. But if he's straight in and on the rail, he's not going to like it. I don't know how much angle he's got, but he's probably just going to figure a way to get his cue ball into the stack and take the ball in hand behind the line. Looks like he's got a little angle. He's got to punch it to the rail. This is no good. Well, it's a bit of a cagey start, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Well, has he got angle to punch this, or hit this into the left corner and go into the stack?
I can
Doesn't
tell you
look
that,
like it.
yeah.
I mean, who wants to shoot this?
I can tell you that pocket down here in the bottom left is provided. It has been really tough for some of the players over the last 2 days.
There's nothing fun about this, but he's going for it. Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Look at this. That tells me that Francisco really does not want John to get to the table. He's going to try to... I think he's going to play more aggressively than he would normally. We split the hole. That was a missable ball right there. Well, going to get under the balls, play this stripe, get under the balls, and have a better break shot with that 15. Although he looks a little straight in on this. I guess it's the 9 ball. Yeah, this is not fun. If he had any kind of an angle, he could get a cue ball off the rail. Be much better. He's going to... Maybe he's coming back for the 7 ball. It's... Nope. Yeah. This is where he wants to be.
Shot for him to come into this.
The scratch in the right-hand corner, though, looms big.
Get the separation that he wanted.
No, it didn't. I guess my question is, does that 14 go in the left pocket or not? That green stripe, does it go in the left pocket?
Right over there.
Didn't, obviously.
see John now looking at the 2.
Yep.
See, it
He's
just
gonna
goes just
go-
by.
Yep. He'll be fine here. He's gonna go into the 8 ball and cross his fingers. Yep. Going under lightly. Ah. What has he got? He's got to roll that 4 all the way up table. I don't think he's. Yep. Now if he can get this ball in, if he can roll this ball in with pocket speed, he's now going to be out in the open, and life will be good again. There you go. And I've definitely noticed you got to hit them a little on the wide side of the pocket. You hit that long rail, they hold up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I suspect we'll see a masterful run out here. Nothing dangerous, not banging into balls, or he's most likely going to nudge up the 5 or 10 and to come up with a break ball. He wants to shoot that ball at that 11, but it's just a little deeper cut than he wants. He's going to draw into those 2 balls. Five looks, or that, I guess the 1 ball, that stripe looks a little too low from my vantage point. I think you might get to see your under the rack break shot. He's going to take the 6 and get these 2 balls up table here. Guess that solid is going to work. Nice little gentle under the angle to float up table. First night we came in here, I guess it was Monday night, we flew into town and went and hit some balls over there and a couple tables over. And John was struggling. You know, we missed a few balls and kind of getting used to the friction of the cloth and how the tables were playing, and cracks off a 266.
It's got to be average for him now at this point.
Well, on the diamond, when the tables were playing wet and tough, honestly, it was a miraculous run. He was shocked.
For 626 in the 2s, it's got to be.
Well, that's the thing. You know, the 626 is amazing. It's a staggering accomplishment. That record was set in 1954, and it stood for 65 years.
Wow.
But the truth of it is, the body of work that he put together in those 4 months where he was trying, far exceeds that one run.
Sure.
I mean, he ran in the 300s 30 times. He's been over 300 like 30 times.
Unbelievable.
He ran in the 400s 7 more times. Yeah, he has a strange concentration gear that's he manages to walk that razor's edge of loose but not careless and just hold it for hours.
Now, I've seen the promo video, I guess, from the 626. Have they released the footage yet?
No,
okay.
We haven't. It's, you know, at this point it's a historical document.
Sure.
And right after the run for a month or so, there were some really serious financial offers for the video, and all based absolutely on the fact that, on the assurance that it's not going to end up on YouTube. It's not going to end up pirated. And as it sits right now, the choice is that we're going to use the footage and do private exhibitions and private shows.
Oh,
I mean, he's
that's
done exhibitions for years, but we're going to show it privately, and there's going to be no chance of it being copied or just pirated and showing up for free.
Yeah, that's really a great idea.
Yeah, I mean it's amazing. It's a historic document. That record is never going to be broken. Great Pool just isn't popular enough. Not enough people are trying it. And more than anything, I don't know any other player that has the temperament to run 260, get a skid, miss, and just shrug your shoulders and rack them up and start again. And do that day after day after day. I mean, just between miscues and skids and getting froze on a ball and scratching on the break and every horrible thing that can happen and does happen in this game, to be able to just step right back up and get back in the ring really takes a special personality.
Well, not just that, about the fatigue. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure you know a lot about that from seeing it firsthand. I mean,
Yeah.
he's had to really take care of himself to be able to do that.
Yeah, the energy that he was able to. I mean, he was literally playing 6 to 8 hours a day by himself. So there's no opponent. There's no sitting down while your other guy shoots. Just like a job, 6 to 8 hours a day, and walking around and going home with a backache and resting and getting back and doing it again the next day. I mean, it was monumental.
Well, John's made quick work of this rack.
Yeah. It's a classic pattern right here.
Come up just a little bit even on the 6. Oh,
Perfect.
yeah, he's good.
Now here's going to be the question. Is he going to rip this one and do the Torsten Holman and draw it all the way back to the end rail? This is perfect for that. Or is he going to stun it and bunt some out? This will kind of tell us how he's going to approach this match. Put his extension on, gives him a little bit more weight to push through the ball, and of course a little more length. I bet he's going to just powder it. There you go, not one ball touching.
Certainly got to be happy with that.
Yeah, that 12 ball that's hooked to those, you see the stripe and the 10 ball down at the end, that 12 is going to allow him to open all of those up really easily without danger. Doubt he'll play that combination. I think he'll open those two little balls with this shot right here. The thing to notice about the way John plays this game is when he's really in stroke, he's just rolling these balls in. He's just going to be just effortless at pocket speed, just roll them in. Always going to keep coming up with good angles that allows him to just roll the next one in. And that's another reason why he's able to do these monstrous runs, is because he just doesn't exert any energy. Mental energy or physical energy, he just keeps rolling them in. Opened that nicely. Not that he needed to, but He's got.
I was going to say he's right-handed, so I'm sure he's favoring the 9 ball for his break ball.
Yeah, but he's a big fan of leaving both break balls as long as you can. So he makes a choice of which break ball to play really late usually. Because both break balls generally work well as key balls. And just gives you options.
He's taking a 9.
Yep, he's gonna. This last pattern is gonna be probably that 4, roll the 5 right in the side. Classic John Schmidt run out right here. So now he wants to really pay close attention to get straight in on that 4 ball. I don't know if this angle's gonna. There you go. Get straight in. Perfect. Uh-oh, he's starting to dab him. Now he's just going to roll that in and roll it in. Watch when he starts putting runs together, it just puts everything shoots everything at a speed that he can miss it and it still dribbles in.
Right.
Because when you're running hundreds and hundreds of balls, just by law of percentages, you're going to miss some. You're going to hit some a little fat or a little thin, and to be able to get the benefit of just letting it fall in the hole is huge.
Let's take a look at John's break shot from this previous rack.
Yeah, he caught that one ball really nice. It didn't send him up table. Not one ball, but that ball at the side of the rack, that blue one, it looks like.
You see him queued up.
Yeah, he was ripping it, but he hit just the hair of the underside of that ball.
Just
and
perfect.
it allowed him to stay down table. Yeah, he's going to rip this with high ball, force follow. There. See, that little bit of force follow allows him to dive into that bottom rail and bounce out. Jake, you know what I think? Another thing, the statistics. Doug Desmond is a friend of his from the Bay Area that has worked with John, really his corner man. You know, does all the racking and runs the cameras and does all the stats, did all the statistics and all of the kind of managing the project.
Sure.
And he took statistics of everything for the 4-month, 4 intervals, 1 month long. Oh boy. See that?
Wow.
Yep. See, do that at about 360 and see if your head doesn't explode. That's it right there. He hit the ball perfect. It was just things happen in this game. So anyways, Doug was keeping statistics on everything, all the runs over 100. And he shot over 4,000 break balls in that 80 days of play. It was actually 79 actual play days.
Wow.
He shot 4,000 break balls. The statistic that I think is the most incredible, at 4,000, he missed between 12 and 15.
Unbelievable.
Which is about as close to never as you can get.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thick ones, thin ones. Of course, the magic that is he gets on the break balls so good. He just gets such a good angle that the balls are high percentage. Well, Francisco's got to make a showing here for his own head.
And no, he doesn't really have to get down on himself here. I mean, all these guys can run balls. So just stay focused. Back. Francisco, one of 2 players from Spain. David Alcady is here as well. Shortage of champions, is there, Jerry?
They're coming out of the woodworks, aren't they? Well, these have got to be the 2 best players in that country, I would think.
Oh, well, 100%.
I mean, if they got sponsorship money and people wanting to send them to the U.S. to butt heads with the rest of these world beaters. Well, I think if he's got a nice little angle on that stripe, he's going to be able to nudge those 12 and 14 without any danger. It doesn't look like it's that natural, or he'd be shooting it already. Beautiful.
He's wide open now.
Yeah, a lot of ways to attack this. He's just going to play this 4 and get out in the middle of the table and open up more options. All right, getting straight in on that 12. It's probably going to be very helpful here. The 1 and the 9 are both perfectly reasonable break shots. So he's made a choice here. That 1 does not go past that 5, I guess. So he's going to stop his ball and use the 5, or the 1. Yeah, like it's hard to see, to pivot up here. Nice angle. Putting right in the middle of the table. Well, this is the straight pool player's dilemma here. Do you want a break shot that's thin enough that you're going to go into the ball with great velocity and no effort, but the break shot is difficult because you're thinning it, back cutting it? Or do you want one that's a little easier, better angle to see, but you got to go into it with more power? Seems like all the great players, they prefer this shot right here. They just got to cut the 1 in and they're going to naturally go into the balls. Bounce to the side rail and come up with a shot. Ooh.
Oh, missed it. Wow.
Boy, I thought he had more ball than that. I thought he could get more rack than that.
Had bit inside there, and it just missed the whole stack. It's a little bit hard.
I don't see it. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to go look around the. Well.
Wow.
Yep. I thought he's probably going to attack this game with a lot of firepower. Got too straight on that 6 ball, looks like. Yep. Oh, he's really got to rip this. Got to hit it good and rip him. This is no fun. No fun. I think he got a nice lay on that 9-10 combination. Can bump the 4 into the side, and I think he got a real nice roll there.
Give him a perfect angle to go into the rest of the pack if he plays a combo after the 4.
Yeah. Well, the balls can smile at you, or they can definitely frown.
Exactly he wants to be. This game is about precision. getting in that perfect spot.
He should be able to just naturally go into him here. I don't think he's got to kill it. I mean, obviously, if it was laying, he could really ramp it up if it was laying good, but there must be a little bit of angle on it for him to take that time and study it. Beautiful.
Yeah, worked out pretty good for him there.
Does that 13 go into the 8?
He's got some room there.
He's really staring at it.
It's tight.
Don't tick the 8. There you go. Wobbled it in. Good shot.
It looks like he's going to combo now and get this out of the way.
The last shot he had on the 8, I wondered if he had the angle to follow up and kind of kick that 14 out a little bit, but maybe not. Try to get a little better break ball with that 14. Although the 14 is workable if he can get all his balls out. 15 will go past it, and it's definitely workable.
Be a key shot here because he really wants to be careful about where he lands.
He's trying to get on that 11 and be able to chip out the 3 ball. Oh, he did it there. Yeah. Well, he took the most potential break ball he had out of play. No good break ball right now. Yeah, he's still scrambling. He hadn't quite got his feet under him yet. He's looking at using this 14, getting up table here, but the farther away you get from the rack, you got to be so accurate on the placement of the cue ball in order to go into the balls. It really gets much more difficult. Believe it or not, if he could get straight in on that 14, roll it in the side, and stick the cue ball on the side rail, you would think that 15 is just too close to try to get under it. It's not. You can. You can just draw back 2 inches here, get straight in on the 14. Well, hit an angle to go above it. Well, put the cue ball exactly where it's at now. Got straight. I've watched John run many a run and continue many a run where that break ball is along the side rail, literally 2 inches or 3 inches off the rail, and bunt a ball and get up that angle and go right into him. Oftentimes, trying to move balls around just messes everything up, and sometimes you can just take the way they lie and you can make it work. There's no question among beginning or less knowledgeable straight pool players, the biggest mistake they make is they go into the balls too much.
Sure. So if you land straight here, what do you like to do, Jerry?
I'd say shoot this in, roll forward 2 inches, and play safe off the side of the rack. Stick right on that 4 or 8 preferable. Just roll it in. Yeah, he chose to call safety and put him down on the back rail. This isn't as profitable of a shot because John's going to just take an intentional foul here. There's no chance that John is going to give up a shot here. He's probably going to play one rail off to the side, right rail, come under the back of the balls and just lightly open them and start the battle. Created more danger. Good shot. Good shot. That was a smart shot. He didn't try to make a legal shot. He's got John on a foul. Put him back up here where he don't like it. John's going to take another foul. See now, Francisco's probably going to try to thin one of those balls and send the cue ball up table. But the bet that John is making is that each time he's taking fouls and Francisco takes fouls, they're going to rearrange the balls differently. And either a reasonable safety will pop up or, obviously, ideally, some sort of a dead ball. They're back up to the top. Now, John's on 2. Francisco's played it well. He's got him on 2, and he's gotten off of his fouls. John's in a tough spot. I mean, it's not that bad. He can roll. He's looking at trying to dab the side of that 12 ball because it shouldn't disrupt them much. But he's on 2 fouls, so he definitely wants to make sure he hits it. Looking for loose balls to shoot off of. If he shoots off the 11, the right side of the 11, he's hoping that nothing will really get disturbed. Where he was looking at the 12. There it is, 15. There's 3 fouls, so he loses the 15 points and has to re-break them. No harm done. We'll see how the break turns out. So far, no harm done. Giving up a shot is doing something stupid in the middle of that rack and giving an open rack to players of this caliber is often a death sentence. So he can easily survive this.
Chip this, come 2 rails, back up to the top rail.
Oh, he hit it thick.
Wow.
He hit it thick. He's hitting it too thick.
He's left a shot here for Francisco.
Yeah, he's left a shot and a way to open, that 7 ball. He's got to get on it good. It's not unreasonable for him to only lose 2 balls on this rack. I mean, he left a shot, but he didn't open them all wide open. It's 6, to name your poison here. Well, there he took a nice deep angle on that 7 ball. He's gonna the 7 go into the 8 ball and see how they roll. This is a good angle too because he doesn't have to fire the ball. He can hit it in real pocket speed and get the cue ball to open things up. Yep. John just got a roll.
So you can see this 18 ball.
Yeah, he can make it. I mean, it's, you know, he can get under the cue ball a little bit here, so it's not that, if it not totally treetop. There's nothing fun about it. Doesn't it look like that? He's got a combination of that left pocket. I guess it's. I'd like to go look at it for real.
Certainly got to be thinking that he can probably open it up a little bit with this 8 ball or the 3 ball.
Hit it really good.
Good shot.
But he's not out of the woods yet. With that confidence again, pump this 8 in and draw his ball back. Overspun it.
Yeah.
Really tell you he overspun it because he got lost his position on that 3 ball. Overspun it, hit it a little too thin, missed the ball and lost his position. Well, John's looking at that combination in the stack. It must not be laying too good to have to study on it. All I can see from this point is he's going to have to go straight into the 8. He's going to have to just find a way to get a rail and get up above those balls. Nope, he's shooting that combination. Did he get a piece of that little ball but down there? Tough.
He's so close.
Roll this up table. Nobody wants to shoot this. Got a pretty big pocket though, actually, with that 3 ball. Split the wicket. There you go.
Shot by John.
Notice he did not go into the balls there. Used to get above them. Work 1 or 2 more out.
He's got a couple of them out, and I think he's still okay to here. Have to develop one of those 2 balls down there.
Was that ball on the side? Can he just dab that in?
Yeah, it looks like it.
He's got a clean shot on that 5 ball down here. There you go. Probably going to try to get under those 2 balls a little bit so that he can play the 10 and nudge the 4 ball out for a break shot. Roll down about 6 inches. Don't think he got there. Well, there's no good key balls here. That bottom, that rack, that break ball under the rack is fine. but there's nothing that leads to it easily.
So what do you like here?
Well, he's both those balls are in the exact same position, so he's got to get one of these break shots that's out in the middle of the field. There's nothing good about it. I mean, your position zone is so small. Play it in the side. Try to get under it. Be able to go 2 rails. Ooh, I think he got dead perfect. Is that too thin, or can he get under it?
Wow.
That might be too thin. But, after losing the 15 balls and the 3 scratches, he's at the table. And he's the one in control. Yeah, I think he got too thin on it. Can he chip it in and grab a corner with one of those stripes on the edge?
Awfully close. On 2 rails into it.
Oh boy. Wow. Yeah, he's looking for kind of combination, anything that lines up good. Not, I see him to just stop his ball. Play the 6 ball. There it is. Stop his ball. Cut the 6 in. Go into the side of the balls. He's got good things can happen here. He's got this 11 ball up table. Because when you come into the side of the rack like that, it usually sends your cue ball up table. At least he's got some kind of a customer up table waiting for him if he gets caromed up table. Yeah.
I don't think that's bad at all.
Nope. Play that 4 ball swing out in the middle of the table and get more options. See, his style of play is he just constantly is rolling balls in and looking for shots that allow him to roll the next one in.
Trying to nudge
Gonna land right on top of the 8 ball. Yep, he's all right. Little combination there. Side English and get on the 7 ball. Extra, nope. Looking for the perfect, delicate little angle that he can go into those 2 balls really lightly and still leave himself a safety shot on the 9.
Really like, even though he took that 3 foul early, hasn't really affected him. He stayed Stayed pretty
Yeah,
focused through this.
these shots right here, boy, I just don't catch that long rail. Or perfect. Yeah, I guarantee he'll take that 3 fouls happily. Happily. Do not want to let your opponent at the table.
Tell by his long shots, he's certainly hitting them straight. Coming close to the rail.
That was a really good choice that he was trying to get an angle on one of those balls to just nudge into it, and he was going to have an easy shot on the 9, but he didn't get it, and he didn't panic and try to do something crazy. He just got straight in and took one of them up table. And on the tough tables, that takes some courage. A little more angle than he wanted, but he definitely has it on the pro side. Be able to float around 2 rails and being really nice on the break ball. There you go. Got a deep cut on this ball, but he loves it. Loves these.
Queued up there a little high and outside.
Yep. They're forced right through it.
Wow, what a shot.
Oh, he wants one to butter up here. Oh, the 3 ball. How long? Or it's the 5. That's solid. There's.
Now, what do you think? I mean, he's really got a nice angle to go into this. Do you think
he's
does
gonna
it
go
now?
he's going to go into it really lightly because he's got the 7 ball right there. If he gets a funny little carom, he's got balls underneath there. There's going to be nothing violent here. There you go. Just take a nice little nibble. Something good can happen and no danger.
John playing super fast here. 17 seconds between each shot.
Yeah, his instincts are kind of. He plays really fast. I mean, we did commentary on one match he did. Ran a 3:51, and it's like an hour and a half.
Wow.
I mean, it's just when he gets into this mode of just rolling the balls in, he's dangerous.
Yeah, I really like, I've seen John shoot a couple times. Never up close like this. Really got a pure stroke.
Oh,
though,
yeah, he's going
you
to,
know?
super pure. Now he's going to be able to lightly dab this 4 and open those balls up, and the 7 ball's waiting right for him. There, nice little gentle. Got the 1 ball come out as a break shot. Careful, don't. That was safe. Probably dab the back of that ball. No, we didn't need to. Believe it or not, he's really thinking about playing that combination, that 3-2 combination. I wouldn't play that if you put a gun to my head from here. Got around the 3, nice. He had to spin that thing in, swerve it in just a little bit. Bunt up 6 inches.
home now. Ball to get himself in position.
Yep. See, this is why he doesn't miss break balls. He gets on the balls so good. He plays those final patterns so good that he just gets super solid hit on the break ball. Now, for mere mortals, not that this isn't missable, especially at the speed he's going to hit it at.
Sure.
But these guys all pocket these balls so good.
Let's go watch.
Ooh,
Oh,
now
wow.
that's a rarity. That's a rarity. That's rare. Combination bound up, or is it go? Wouldn't that be treacherous if that little combination did not go over there? And he's got to shoot this long ball. Yeah, but I think the problem is that he's blocked with that other solid where he can't get on the correct side of it to just throw it in easily. So if he tries to shoot it on the underside, it becomes missable. If he could see the full ball, I think it throws in easily, but no.
He certainly could play the 5 or one of the other balls into it if he wants to. Looking at now. Can't get around it.
Is he trying to? I think he
might be playing a 3-ball combo here. That's
yeah,
exactly
yeah, he
what
got
he
on
did.
the correct side of it. Yeah. Well, that was big. Missing that break ball was big. Either undermines John's confidence and pumps up his opponent. Well, if he'd have made it, it pumped him up and off to the races. Francisco really needs to get through this rack and come up with a good break ball for his confidence. Get himself relaxed and comfortable. Tricky stuff going on here. That combination on the right side of the screen is not laying good. Plenty of balls down there without holes.
Trying to nudge that out now.
Try to just get out into the middle of the table. Doesn't have to do much to the 14 to make it. Just get out in the middle. You can play that 2 in the left, maybe play the 4 ball if it does go in the corner or the side. Really needs to get good on the next ball. Allow him to manipulate his way through the rack.
Oh, yeah. Was he trying to nudge that on his
He was just trying to get downtown. He was just trying to get under the balls and felt like he had the best chance to have something good happen. Yeah. Now he's going to have to just play looking at this combination, this off-angle combination from the green to the stripe. The difference between being at the table over here is the difference between this shot being okay or just hating it. shot. Good shot. Well, at 10 ball, once he gets this 10 out of the way, it actually clears up more options. Able to get into those, run into that 7-9 combination at some point pretty easily. It's got a lot of balls to try. There you go. Take it now. This rack is going to be a momentum changer.
Well, certainly, just go get back at the table. I was hoping there on the break shot. Oh, Francisco is low and methodical.
Doesn't want to make any careless mistakes right now. He really needs this momentum.
So straight pull, I mean, a lot of different rotations. We see this where there's a faster and a slower player. Do you think that affects anybody? When he plays straight pull, John's playing very fast. Francisco a little bit slower.
Well, it's an interesting question. It's an interesting discussion because sitting in a chair is a skill that straight pull players have to have. So you're going to be doing chair time. And if somebody puts a big run together, whether they do it fast or slow, you're going to spend a lot of time in the chair. So it is something you have to learn to manage. It's definitely one of the things that 9-ball players get turned off with. It's nobody likes to sit while their opponent's running bunches of balls. I mean, they like it okay for them to run bunches of balls and their opponent to sit. Sure. But it's going to go both ways. So you have to be able to handle that. And it's not easy to sit for 30, 40 minutes sometimes. And if somebody's putting a giant run and then get up and try to make a ball, it's tough. It's a beautiful end pattern. What he needs. Yeah, he hopefully can just hold a perfectly straight line on this 4-ball on the side. Those little shots are very deceiving. If he comes up with a 1-inch angle, one side or the other, now he's got to send a cue ball to a rail. It's a huge difference than just in and have a nice, beautiful break shot. Good work. Well, this is the first break shot that we've seen him shoot, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I don't know, maybe it is. So let's see how he hits this. Is he going to power it and do the European break shot and send it all the way back table here? Yes, he did, but he got a good strike on it, and well, look at here. Look at this. Got a giant bag of nothing. Rule game, Jake.
It certainly is.
Look at this. I mean, there's no chance he cannot shoot this combination here. 12-8 combination. Now, great straight pool players, when they get in this spot, the first question they're asking themselves is my opponent on a foul?
Right.
John is not. He missed a break shot. But I would be very surprised if he tries this stripe with this 12-8 combination. I mean, that's just very low percentage. What else is he looking at?
Saw him match.
Oh,
Did a dead combo. Maybe that's what he's looking
there
for.
ain't nothing dead here.
Yeah,
this
no,
is just flat ugly. You just got to take a foul here. There's not even a good safety.
He was looking at that the combo on the 8. Man, nothing looks great here, Jerry.
Yeah, I mean, back cutting this 15 up here is as good a chance as that combination. We need Danny Baruti in here to ask him what to do.
I had the opportunity to have Danny in here yesterday.
Well, he knows what to do. That combination. Well, how do you like it?
Oh, wow.
What a shot. What a shot. Well, can't ask for more than this.
Came through with a tough shot. He's still at the table.
What do you think? What do you think he? I haven't watched him play, but is he this aggressive, or is he just really taking?
From what I've seen, he's aggressive, 100%. I've seen him take a couple wilder shots, and he's come up good on the shots. But something that another straight pool player would look for some type of safety. He just fires right at it.
Well, clearly his 3 balls is the break shot, so I just have to see what end pattern he chooses to get himself on the 3 really predictably. Honestly, yeah, hard to tell. Hard to tell what he's thinking. A lot of ways to skin this cat. Leaving the 4 and the 3 is not horrible. It's easy to pivot from one to the other from pretty much anywhere. I mean, anywhere in the middle of the table.
Sure.
He got on that 4 nice, so he can roll straight forward and get a real nice angle on this green. Give himself a nice angle on the green, bounce out 1 rail. Don't get too straight. Well done, well done.
Let's take another look at this combo. Instant replay is brought to you by PQ Brake Tips. See, he was looking at everything.
Jacked up.
Spears it right in.
Back. Well, how do you like it?
Oh, wow.
Little two-railer on the side pocket.
At the table.
Okay. Uh-oh. He ducked it.
Wow.
Well, we got us a tight game. Let's breathe extra life into Francisco, and very disappointing for John. He'd like to have nobody firing at him. He's got to find a way to get into situations where he's just on balls good and not having to labor over it so much. He's just got to just hard on your confidence, hard on your momentum. And who wants to shoot this shot? I mean,
yeah.
You can just chip one of these and just play that 4. It makes most sense. We can got to hit it awful thin, but you can just chip one of these in and get a good lie and get into the open and be able to work without feeling like you've got handcuffs on. The balls are not cooperating.
Excuse me. Looks like he's going to take the tougher shot here. He makes it.
Well, wouldn't think these shots are missable, but they are.
It's interesting because, you know, you're playing a lot of this game on half the table, so sometimes when you have to, you know, take the longer shots, it can be difficult.
Absolutely, you're conditioning yourself to all these small little short shots. Playing 9-ball, that's you've got the nuts. That is one thing about this game is even champions are capable of missing balls that you just can't believe.
Well, we just saw a match right before this. Dennis was playing Darren, and said he missed it 116, an easy shot.
Yeah, you're sustaining your level of concentration for a long period of time without let up and trying to do so many things at the same time, thinking about patterns, thinking about exact position, thinking about a break ball. You know, all of these things, it's just so easy to get distracted. Now, he's still got to do something with that 814. So, you know, the work's not over.
Let's get this 5 out of here. Oh, no, he went the other way. Well, that's okay, too.
Boy, if he'd have glued up on the back of that 9, whoa. Come on.
Get him in position on this 5 to go in to the 14. Still got a lot of other balls out here.
Yeah, getting on that ball's not easy because you got to get basically straight in, and he's got there now. But I mean, I think it may be too much angle. It's really a small window.
Yeah, I think
it's almost in that situation. It's almost preferable to be on the other side and be able to pocket the 5 and swing 2 rails out of the corner, hitting those balls.
Sure.
But the 10 ball is not in an ideal situation to get on that ball nicely. the extension. There he goes. 2 rails. Try to nip it. No. Kind of tied those 2 up again, but he's definitely see the 8. Well, can he gently nudge into those 2 balls, or does he need to? I can't see. Does a 14 goes cleanly, doesn't it? He doesn't have to.
I don't think it does. And then the 14.
Or does
Right next to each other there.
the 14 doesn't go clean if he gets on top up here?
No. Yeah, so he just had to nudge it out.
Yeah. Everything's just a little awkward.
You gotta take another long one here.
Everything's just a little awkward. Now he's tree topped on that. You gotta. I guess you could just roll it in the side, but who wants that little sliver?
Still awkward. As he got down, then he wanted to look at the 6, but
Wow, he hit it good.
Yeah, he did.
He took it up table and hit it good. Very nice. Go down and look and see where he's got to be to get straight in on that ball on the side. Perfect in pattern. Nice. He's going to have a good break ball. Good work. Well, Francisco's taking the lead.
Yeah.
It's all started with that phony scratch that John took going into those balls.
Sure did. Well, I mean, just like it happened to him, it certainly could happen to Francisco here.
Oh, it's a dogfight.
Yeah.
Good hit. You know, we're at the round robin stage of this tournament. So everybody plays 6 matches, 7 players in each group. So everybody plays 6 matches. John won his first 2 matches? At least 2, yeah. So regardless of the win or loss of this match, both of these players are favorites to make the cut.
Sure.
So there's really not near as much on the line.
You said top 3? Is that what it is?
I'm not sure. Might be top 4. You know, there's been many a straight pool tournament where a player goes through the round robin undefeated, beats the tar out of everybody they play.
Saw 2
and
years
then gets
ago.
down to the gets down to the 16-man single elimination field. They lose 1 match and they're gone.
They're gone, yeah. I think the last time this tournament was at in Richmond, Brandon Schuff just went through everybody in his bracket, undefeated, and then got to the final 16 and had some troubles. So it certainly doesn't matter. You know, obviously you want to get there, but then it's anybody's game from there.
Yeah, they both just want to make the cut, but it's all about building your confidence, getting comfortable with the equipment. You want to miss nothing, and then another thing is that ball count definitely comes into play also. So if you beat a player by a ton of balls, it's to your advantage because there might be other players that have as good a record as you.
Sure.
But they didn't beat their opponents as handily, and then you get in and they don't.
Well, no, last year's winner is not here, Kachi.
Right.
And I think the year before was Conrad.
Conrad, yeah.
He's not here either, right?
He's not here either.
Wow.
We did pick up some new faces.
Oh, Albin Ocean was here. I think that's his first time.
Mm-hmm. Well, this isn't exactly how he wanted to get him. I think he can comfortably not nudge that 15. I don't think he has enough of an angle to cause a problem. But let's. Oh no, he was straight in. Yeah. Got a little angle on this stripe, this 15. You're going to roll forward and into those balls and takes his chances. He was looking at the way those two solids, if they line up, he might be able to just draw straight back. No. Yeah. Nicely controlled, nudge one out. You just take a shot up table. John knows this could be his shot at the table. Has he got that wall on the side? He does. Beautiful. Well done.
He should be comfortable from here.
Yep.
Play a 10 on the side.
Looks like he's on the correct side of it. He can roll to the rail and be straight in on 1 or 5. So on the right side of the screen there, he's on a run of 54 right now.
Yes.
Yeah, he wants to be just on the left, a little left angle. Nope, he's using the 1 as the break shot. Rather than try to glide forward just perfect, he just opted to take the 1 because he knows he could get a good angle on the 8 easily to get him to the break shot. 56. Well, I expect him to pound this one like he did the last one.
He's just 33 balls away now.
Where's Whitey?
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, I think he's still got one of this on the side, but is that 14? I think he can see it, but he was a 1/4 inch away from absolute frozen. Good shot. Great shot. Have to come with that right there. Excellent. Now you can swing out 2 rails, get out in the middle of the table, and should be in good shape in a minute. Come up. Don't get short. Boy, certainly would have liked to have been a foot closer, but fine. Well, still got work to do. Studying that combination, that 8-9 combination. Keeps getting in these positions where he's just got one difficult shot to consider after another.
Play the 13 ball here.
Yeah, just go into him and hope for the best. He should be fine. Yeah, he's got lots of options here. Got the 4 ball, 15 balls, great break shot. Another funny kind of angle.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to have to go into that, touch that 3 ball. I mean, that 2. He cuts the 3 in, he can easily make it, but he's going into those balls. Cutting, he can't see the 8. Cutting the 14 and coming across the table is another tough spot. I think you got to take the 3, go into those 2 and the 8, and rearrange that furniture because those balls are blocking the 4 ball, the 2 is blocking the 8. I think there's a pretty good chance he's going to come up with a shot here, but it's gambling. What he's really not thinking of is shooting his 15 ball, which is not a bad play. Yeah, that was the right shot. I was actually preserving the 15 as a break ball, but that was not the right decision. Yeah. Be able to get good on this 10 ball. Roll straight over. Have a good shot on the 14 break ball. Again, that 1 ball looks like it's a deeper. I mean, that blue 2 looks like it's a deeper angle than we see from here. I mean, it would look. You would think it'd be nice to just float up and get straight in on one of those other 2 balls. But
yeah,
the cue ball's going to have too much speed on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Complicated by shooting left-handed.
Well, does the 10 go past the 14?
Looks like it does.
No, he's no, all of these are not. These are missable.
I know. See him keep.
Now he's having to abandon another break ball. Well, folks, the 3 ball is the break ball.
Right. Certainly he's made the decision here.
He's just, he's what the straight pulls call scrambling. He's scrambling, but he keeps making the balls, so you get a chance to keep scrambling.
That was nice.
He improved it a little bit, but got angle on that 10. I don't know if it's too much, but
Yeah, I think you'll just slide this out here.
he doesn't
No
have to go to the
problem.
rim.
I don't think you'll need to.
Oh, there you go. Beautiful.
High run of 70.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to close it out.
Just needs nine from here.
So what is? Okay.
Sorry, not 9. What am I thinking?
This rack will get him to 120.
Yeah. Shot good, Jerry.
Yeah. Now he's in the clear.
Lots 2 balls on that break.
He's in the clear. He should be easy work here. Those didn't really need to be opened up. It's that other little trio over there. Although, if the 8 goes past the 2 ball, if he gets on this side of the table and doesn't have to move, improved his 14. Goes 7, 11. Then once he gets on the other side of the table, then the 2 goes and can easily bump the other balls, or they might have pockets. Float up and get on this other stripe. Well done. You just draw the 4 ball over to the side rail. I think drawing the 4 ball over to the side rail, it gives him a good shot on the 10, or the 8 is a much more comfortable situation. Not reaching over a ball. Oh, he had some angle. Yeah, he's fine. Whichever one he chooses to shoot the 10 or the 8 first, he's got to make sure he's got a good, pretty deep angle on the other remaining ball, so he can come across comfortably. If he plays the 8, he wants to put the cue ball right where it's at right now. Playing the 10, he wants to get a better angle. A little more, a little more. A little too shallow here. You're going to have to pound it. might even opt to go forward 2 rails.
Yeah, looks like he's just going to pop it off here.
Too much.
Ooh, way too much. Look at this.
Too much. Yeah, that getting that from that 10 to that 8 is deceptive how important it is to get a really comfortable angle to bring you across the table.
Yeah.
That's why those are not good key balls.
Sure.
On the opposite side of the table are just not favorable. But he's going for this and he's going to make it. So he needs 5.
I don't imagine that he's going to really wind up on this at all.
Well, it's going to go into the balls so well. All he's got to do is just hit it clean, pocket the ball, and the stack is going to open up. And there's really not much of a scratch here. He's going into it so full.
He's got the 6, looks like.
Does he, or does he 11 got him blocked? He needs 4, and he needs to not foul the 2 ball. Supposed to be a little easier than this, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, when you're sitting on 121, it's going through your head here, Jerry. I mean,
well, he's comfortable. He's figures to win the match. Although there's plenty of examples and stories of somebody needing 1 or 2 balls and never getting a shot again. Believe me, he wants to close it out, but I guarantee his heart rate has gone down from what it was when he was stuck by 30 balls at the beginning of the game.
yeah.
Well, don't
Real
foul
careful,
the ball.
Yeah.
Don't foul it before you hit it or after you hit it.
Pocket speed shot.
Ooh, he brushed it and made it.
Wow.
I think we saw him look up and utter a small prayer there.
Now he's going to be shooting over another ball again.
Now he's going to take this
You see
combination.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not. Just trying to bunt it and get way up here in the middle of the table.
Oh, he's got a little room.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, from here he doesn't have to do much. Just make these 2 balls.
He's going to make 1, and John's going to shake his hand and say, good shooting.
You have it, folks.
Good shooting. He scrambled and got through it. He was having tough shot after tough shot. But, you know, that scratch that John had off that break shot, that was what changed the whole momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. What a great matchup.
Well, Jake, it was a pleasure. And
Pleasure,
you've got a lot
absolutely.
more pool coming your way.
Jerry, thanks for joining us. Guys, we're going to have up next here, last match of the evening on TV table, Niels Fion versus Albin Ocean. So that should be exciting. We're going to take just a brief little break here, and then we'll be right back at all the action. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you.